Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so let's start now. I know that you have already listened to that, so it's
Mm-hmm.
just giving about the instructions, okay, of a guy to the lady who asked questions to him. All right, so question 16 to 19, can you tell me something about that now?
Mm,
You're eating?
a little bit hungry,
Oh,
so
that's
I ate the
okay.
cookie.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm actually going to eat outside after this. Yeah. So my baby is
um,
now eating except me because she's drinking now. Okay.
so very quiet. um, she didn't know how to get to the library, so
Mhm.
she asked the man how to get there,
Mhm.
and the man gave him some directions,
Mhm.
some, and I feel the answer. I have write down the answer, yeah.
Okay, good.
So I tell you now the answer.
Yep.
Okay, number 16 is Queen Victoria Building,
Mm.
QVB,
Mm.
and 17 is the bank,
Okay.
and 18 is the hotel,
Mhm.
and 19 is the library. Mhm.
Were you able to pay attentions with expressions for locations like above, across?
Oh, yeah, at least I
That's
know.
okay. Yeah, that's okay. I'm just actually asking, okay? Cuz definitely you're going to do that one, all right? During the real IELTS, okay? So that's actually correct. It's very long. If you can hear it, it's a very long one, but they're just asking you to get some of the most important details. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like also when I was doing that, I felt like it's very long and then I only need to gather this info, stuff like that. Okay. Now for listening section number 2. All right, let's talk about this one. Okay. What is section 2 like? So you will hear a talk by one speaker on a topic of general interest. Section 2 is a little harder definitely for section 1, and you will have to decide what the important details on fact on the recording are without the help of another speaking questions to guide you. Because if you're going to compare section 1 and 2, for section number 2, you will just do that all by yourself,
Mm-hmm.
right? So,
Right.
let's read letter A. I will read letter A first, okay? So, welcome to Brighton Pavilion. You can pause this commentary at any time by pressing the red pause button. The pavilion was initially built in 784 and then rebuilt between 1850 and 1820 for the Prince Regent, who loved traveling. To celebrate this, he chose a mix of Indian and Chinese architectural styles for his place, as you can see as you walk around. So, can you read number 2?
The B.
Yep,
Okay. Um, Koala. Is it that? How to read this? Koala bears.
koala bears.
Koala bears. Koala bears are one of the most popular animals with visitors to our zoo because of their lovable appearance. However, a word of caution: they aren't always as nice as they look, and they will happily use their long claws to protect themselves if they fear attack. So do take care.
Okay. Do you know what koala bears look like?
Mm, koala bears. I need to search it. Koala bears.
Yeah.
I heard before, but I I cannot. I don't know anything you like.
Okay, so what did you observe for letter B?
Um,
What did you observe for letter B?
um, the important details, right?
Yeah.
Um, um, Koala bears is the popular animals in the zoo, and
Mm-hmm.
they are lovable and lovable appearance, and but um they will use their long claws to protect
Mm-hmm.
themselves when they feel attacked.
Okay, I see. So,
Mm.
you know what? Koala bears can only be found in Australia. And there are no koala bears in other country. That's why koala bear is the landmark, okay, of Australian country. When you go to that country, you would be able to see that most of the souvenirs have koala bears logo because that signifies or symbolizes Australia. All right. So question type and practice task.
Oh, I
Yeah,
know.
and also the kangaroo. These are two animals can be only found in Australia. Have you been to Australia?
Koala? No,
Okay.
but I have seen koala bears in the
Yeah.
zoo, Taipei Zoo.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh really? In Taipei? Why I did not
Mm.
see that. Really?
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh gosh, no, I did not see it. Are you sure?
yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, because I haven't seen koala bears yet.
What?
Oh, I
I think there are too many animals in there, so
yeah.
you miss it.
Oh, the first time I saw panda bears are in Hong Kong, and I also saw that in Taiwan.
Uh-huh.
Did you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yes.
we don't have panda bears in the Philippines. So I was very happy that time. Okay. So, that is for section number 2, sentence summary completion. You complete
Mm-hmm.
the sentence or summary by writing up to 3 words or the number in the gaps. The gaps can come at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the difference between sentence and summary completion? In the listening test, there is a very little difference. Sentences are joined together to form a summary. Follow the action plan. And we're going to have that for this. It's so long. Let's listen to CD number 3. And then we're going
Okay.
to get back to that, okay, after listening. Because you will more even understand if you listen to it, and then we're going to go back to the definitions, okay? So
Mm-hmm.
let's listen to it first, and then we're going to discuss this section part, okay? Let's start.
Okay.
Listening section 2. Extract 1. Questions 3 to 6.
On today's programme about great buildings of the world, I'm going to talk about the Bell Rock Lighthouse, perhaps one of the greatest engineering feats of the 19th century. It's nearly 200 years since the lighthouse was first built, and when you look at where it's situated, you'll see why this was such a remarkable achievement. The Bell Rock Lighthouse, also known as Stevenson's Lighthouse, after the engineer who built it, is 11 miles off the east coast of Scotland in the North Sea. It consists of a white stone tower over 100 feet high, that's over 30 meters high, and it rises out of the sea, apparently without any support. It is a truly amazing sight. But in fact, despite what it looks like, the tower is actually built on a sandstone reef, which lies just under the waves. Because the Bell Rock is underwater for so much of the time, it has always presented a great danger to shipping, and many ships were lost over the centuries. And it has also presented a huge engineering challenge for conditions. Time alone.
Oh,
Listening section 2.
it's not very clear.
Extract 1. Questions 3 to 6.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
The recording that I listen is not very clear to me. I don't know. How about you?
A
There are
little bit
There are
not
some
clear.
words. There are some words which are not properly stated.
Yeah, I cannot hear the whole word.
Okay, I'll listen to it again.
So,
Sorry, I'll try it again because I'm not sure if I have problems, but I did not hear some of the words.
okay, and I try again.
Okay.
Too.
On today's programme about great buildings of the world, I'm going to talk about the Bell Rock Lighthouse, perhaps one of the greatest engineering feats of the 19th century. And I'm sure you'll agree that this is a fascinating story. It's nearly 200 years since the lighthouse was first built, and when you look at where it's situated, you'll see why this was such a remarkable achievement. The Bell Rock Lighthouse, also known as Stevenson's Lighthouse, after the engineer who built it, is 11 miles off the east coast of Scotland in the North Sea. It consists of a white stone tower over 100 feet high, that's over 30 meters high, and it rises out of the sea, apparently without any support. It is a truly amazing sight. But in fact, despite what it looks like, the tower is actually built on a sandstone reef, which lies just under the waves. Because the Bell Rock is underwater for so much of the time, it has always presented a great danger to shipping, and many ships were lost over the centuries. And it has also presented a huge engineering challenge, for it's no easy business to build a lighthouse under such conditions. In the first year of construction, work could only take place in the summer months when the tide was low. And it is a credit to Stevenson and his colleagues that this incredible structure has not required a single repair to its stonework since the day it was completed in 1811.
Okay. Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, the Bell Rock Lighthouse was built almost 200 years ago, which is correct. The tower is made of wet stone. Now, the reef is dangerous to ships because it's correct under the water. There is just one thing that you weren't able to get. And what is that? The initial constructions took place during the place of what?
Um.
It was actually about the season during summer months. During the place of
um,
summer months. Probably because if it's raining days, all right, since it's really underwater, they will have probably difficulty of building the lighthouse because the water
mhm.
would be very high. Okay, not bad. You need to listen to that. You would be able to hear that on the last part. Probably when we have time, when you have time, you can listen to that recordings again. Okay, and I'll give you more recordings by um Saturday. Okay, we're going to have speaking now.
Okay.
So let's start with part number one, two, and three. Let me have part number one, short review first for part number one, and because it's the easiest. So it's like a fresh breath, a fresh air, because listening is you really need to become serious. Because if you did not listen or focus, you might lose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like if your attention is not 100% to what you're listening, you wouldn't be able to get the correct answers because it's just a blink
Yes.
of an eye. You might lose. Okay,
Yes.
listening. Okay, so let's talk about okay okay, let's talk about music.
Okay.
All right, do you like music?
Yes, I like it very much. I hear the music every day. I listen it every day.
What's your favorite type of music?
I like the Chinese music. Actually, I listened it when I was reading, study.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I will sometimes I wanted to review I wanted to listen the people say English, so I will choose the American music.
Can you sing well?
Um, um, I said no because I have many friends they singing very well, so I'm not bad, but compared with them, I'm not very good.
Did you learn music at school?
No, I didn't learn it before because I don't have this course.
Mm-hmm. If you could learn a musical instrument, what would it be?
This is difficult, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe I will fall asleep because it is boring because I listen to the music just for relax, not
Mm-hmm.
for learning and yeah, just for the mood. It will make me happy, so I listen it.
And do you think music is important?
And for me, yeah, it is. I said that I need when I was study, I need to listen to music. If I don't have if I don't listen to music, I cannot be I cannot
Mm-hmm.
put all my mind in study
Mm-hmm.
because I will because the other people to notice it. I cannot um
Mm-hmm.
I cannot concentrate it.
Okay, let's talk about neighbors and neighborhood. Do you like your neighbors?
Yeah, like I like I like neighbors, but I always miss I I seldom can see them
Mm-hmm.
because we the time we cannot meet each other.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, since you usually that you don't really meet each other or see each other, are neighbors usually close to each other in your country?
Yes, it is very close in our country, but in I live in the city, not the count. I live in New Taipei City, and for here, everyone is busy, so we don't have too much time to connect with each other. But in the rural place, they have many times to connect with each other, and so they are very very and yeah they have many connections.
Okay. And can you tell me what is your neighborhood look like?
I just know my neighborhood have the babies
Mm-hmm.
because and every time I need to go out and I will hear some noise and about the children's are laughing and or crying and playing the toys that sounds yeah.
Do you think your neighborhood is a good place for children?
Mm, yes, I think yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because our homes our home's function is very good, and so is we have the playroom that can let the children go down to play it or not just at home, just can play at home and can reading at the reading room and and it's very silent here. So for children, it's a very good place.
How could you improve your neighborhood?
Mm, because I don't have many connection with my neighbors, so I don't know what kinds of improve need to do. But if but oh I know one
Mm-hmm.
um because our home didn't smoking, so and my parents didn't like the smell about the smoking and but it's some neighbors they smoking, but so the smell will feel will through into our house, so we don't like it. I think this is need to improve it.
Do you think it is important to have a good relationship with your neighbors?
Yes, I think it is important because if sometimes we need to borrow a parking,
Mm-hmm.
um, so we can ask for them if that they have a they are home or not, so we can borrow it. Um, and sometimes we need help,
Mm-hmm.
um, and we can just ask for them, and then we will get the help. I think it's important.
Okay, now let's just give me a few comments about this one. What's the difference between neighbors and neighborhood?
Mm,
What's the difference between neighbors and neighborhood? Because you might quite confused about that. I'll explain that because when you say neighbors, these are the people, okay, that
uh-huh.
living in the same place. So these are my neighbors. The neighborhood is like the society, not the society, but the environment. So it's like that. So for example, no sorry, the neighborhood, and then the neighbors is the place. So when I ask you, how could your neighborhood be improved? Like how would you be able to improve the place like that? Okay? So
Oh, it is the place and
yes.
in the people.
Yes, okay. So don't be so confused. So when I said how could your neighborhood be improved? So I think it could be improved if there would be more CCTVs. This is just based on my neighborhood because it's quite dark at night in my neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
So it's not safe to go out. You cannot really go out because it's kind of dark. So I hope that they're gonna improve the lightning system
Uh,
in my neighborhoods as well as the CCTVs because even you're near from your house, I actually got hold up. Someone point a gun to me and said, "Get bring your give me all your things." It's just like 5 minutes away from my house, so it's very dangerous. I hope that there would be more CCTVs like that. So improvement, things
mhm.
that you would like to have improved. Okay,
Okay.
let
Okay.
let's do the last part for part number one. Okay, let's talk about newspaper. Dana,
Mm.
do you read newspaper?
Not really.
Same with me. Okay, so how do you usually get your news if you don't read newspaper?
I use the iPhone.
Mhm.
I use my phone because now the internet is very convenient now. So I just can install the apps
Mhm.
and I set the notification and
Mhm.
if I have the new news and I can saw it in the notification on my
Okay.
phone so
Okay.
I can know the current news.
Do you often read the newspaper?
Seldom because I don't have this habit
Mhm.
and I always just pick it.
Okay. What kind of news do you usually follows?
mm, this is difficult to me and what kind of news I follow? I didn't follow any kinds of news,
Mhm.
but now I more attention about the international news because I need to study abroad, so I need to know about the words, what happened, and what I need to be careful, and or what news I cannot miss it. Yeah.
Okay. How do most people get the news in your country?
For now, for nowadays, people get the news on the
Mhm.
phone.
Mhm.
Um, but I think for the elder people, they usually like to
Mhm.
get the news on the newspaper
Okay.
because it's their habit for yeah for a long time. They may sure, maybe cannot change the habit to get the news. So they still buy the newspaper to get the news.
Okay. Just like my dad. My dad
Yeah.
is still buying newspaper, okay,
Mm,
every
yeah.
day in the morning. Okay, all right. So that's actually good. It's very natural. I like it because it's like it's a very easy
Mhm.
question for you because you were able to answer the questions without any difficulty. You did not stop, and it's just very natural. It's like a usual, a usual conversation with friends that
Mhm.
like what you're doing, which is good. We're gonna have part number two. Okay,
Okay.
just one sec. All right. So do you have a pen and paper now? Do you still
Um.
do you still have the
Wait a minute.
website?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
I take the paper and I open the website. Wait a minute.
No worries.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so we're going to talk about news.
News.
Yep. Describe some good news you recently received. Okay? You should say what the news was, how you received the news, who gave it to you, and explain why this was good news. I'm going to give you a minute to prepare, so your 1 minute starts now. All right, your 1 minute is over. Let's start.
Okay, Alan, I would like to tell you good news about for me recently is the work visa in the United Kingdom. Um, that is for students want to study abroad in the UK. Now we can for next year we can get the work visa
Mm-hmm.
for when you just finish your degree for 1 year, and you can have the second year in the UK to have the work visa to find work. But it is difficult to find the work in the UK because there have many rules. So the company would think many reasons. So so I think I need to improve my ability to
Mm-hmm.
let the company wanted to use me to let me work at there. And I think also I need to do is, and when I just go to the study, I need to give many reasons to let them know I'm here, and it's good for, and have many interview to strengthen my 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 impression, to let the interviewer know me.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this news is good for those wanted to study in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
And because in the past this kind of visa is very difficult to get it. And but I think this 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 kind of work visa poli- police policies is because the UK
Mm-hmm.
have met the UK's economic is not well as in these few years, yeah. And those 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 reason that those
Those
things
are the reasons
those are the reason
why I
why
think.
I think the the news is good for me.
Okay. So, or you could also say those are the reasons why I think that this news is one of the best news I've ever received. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah, because it's all about how did you receive the news? What kind of news did you receive? So basically,
Uh-huh.
you have to mention that. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me just give you my feedback just later. Let's just talk about now a different topic. Let's talk about reading. Were I able to ask these questions to you? Reading, not yet.
Reading.
No, I don't think I have asked to see this one yet.
No, you didn't ask it before.
Okay,
Hmm?
so
Where
hello.
where is the I didn't saw it in this page.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was looking to another how can I say that? Another materials I have.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
okay. Okay, you tell me the
Okay, just one
you
moment.
okay.
All right, I will just tell it to you because there are only like through things that you need, few things that you need to consider. Okay, so what is the best book that you've ever read? Okay, tell me what kind of book it is. When did you read this one, and why do you think that it is the most memorable book that you have ever read? I'll just give you 1 minute to prepare. So your 1 minute starts now.